Good day, crafty chums. It's Nikki here, aka Cossenty Cat, aka Cossenty Cat's Life, and I'm coming at you with another 3.5 by 3.5 art card. And so I've got some watercolor crayons here. Some of these are the Inktense, and some of them aren't. So we're just going to have a bit of fun again with watercolour, and I'm just going to do this, which will be a background underneath layer, and you'll see what I mean by that as I go on. What I'm going to do is this is going to be a little bit longer than the normal 3.5 by 3.5 that I do, so I may just fast forward this, or I may do it in real time, but regardless of that, I'm not going to talk through it because it's pretty self-explanatory as I go on. Sure, that's what I'm going to do, is in this sort of like, what do you call it, circle, I don't know, rainbow, semicircle pattern thing. I'm just going to go out with the colours, see what I come up with, and see you at the end of the video. Okay then, so we've made the little art card there, and it's a bit of a mandala, and I kept it as simple as possible, just using some bright colours there, and the two pattern shapes that I used were circles and arches. So along here I just did arches like that. Oh, you can't see. So I just did the arches, and then I did circles like that, and that's basically all I did, and I just repeated the pattern through there, and then filled in the gaps with black. I didn't quite let the watercolour dry. I don't have a hairdryer, you know, a dryer with me or anything, so it would have taken a long time to get it to dry properly, so I did smudge it a little bit, but it doesn't matter. It's just your piece of artwork, and that's all that counts. And so now I'm just going to pop it onto a card. So this is my 3.5 by 3.5 art card. I've got a little square 3 3/4 of white paper just there, and pop it on. But what I'm going to do is I don't like the white background there, so what I'm going to do is just colour around a little border in black. So that gives me black cardstock. Underneath is my layering piece of cardstock. And you see me do this a lot with cards. You know, if I don't have the right colour cardstock, then I just colour in one of the colours that I've already used on whatever I'm making, just to make a nice little border around, and then lay it on a neutral piece of usually craft paper. I like making craft cardstock cards. So most of my cards are on craft cardstock. Unfortunately, my hands are dirty, and I always tell you to make sure that your hands are clean when you make cards. But I'm rushing through this, trying to get it done. So I'm just going to pop some double-sided tape on here with a tape runner. Put this on the layer of this one on here. This is all just cut with scissors, so it's not quite as precise as I'd like it to be. But again, you know, it's a totally handmade card, so that doesn't really matter, you know, not in the whole big scheme of things, it doesn't really matter. So I'll just take that off, because that will still be a little bit colour there. I am going to what I did there was I just went round the sides of the white cardstock as well, just to make sure that, see, look, not quite. I don't have my glasses with me, so I'm not quite seeing everything as well as I could do. Here we are. All I have to do now is decide which way round that I wanted this card to go. I think I want the red at the bottom right. I could equally go top right, top left. Actually, it's quite nice too. Might leave it at that. There you go. Call that one done. That's my 3.5 by 3.5 art card. Put on a 3 3/4 by 3 3/4 backing black cardstock, and then just popped on the 4 by 4 craft card, and that's another little note card to add to your stash. And I'd like to see yours in International Crafters. Just come along to the group, post them in there as you make them, and we really like to see you join in with the things that we do in the group. See you again soon. Bye.